Hello and welcome to India, here at the Renewable Energy India Expo. My name's Jonathan Gifford from PV Magazine. Now, this is the second Quality Roundtable event that PV Magazine has hosted in India, and once again, there's a fascinating program of quality issues right across the PV supply chain. Of course, India is a vast country and there's a lot of different climatic conditions and also challenges facing PV components right across the supply chain, from modules and materials, cabling, power electronics, even the ground conditions, and things like trackers can be affected by quality issues. We're going to hear from some of the speakers at the Quality Roundtable event here today to give you a little taste of the program. Vibhuti Garg is an analyst with IEFA. Vibhuti, what can you tell me about some of the policy measures that have been taken by the Indian government to promote solar?
Given that India has set up huge RE targets, so there are a lot of incentives and policy support that the government is offering for, upscaling and for these large-scale solar development. So some of the measures that have been taken by the government includes policies like viability gap funding, which played a key role during the reverse bidding options in promoting solar development. Plus, there are huge subsidies in the form of, again, as I said, viability gap funding, in terms of tax breaks that were given. So there were some concessional duties in terms of excise and custom duties that were given for most of the solar equipments that also helped them in minimizing their costs and putting up a very competitive tariff. So these policies have definitely, influenced solar sector development.
What can you say about the outlook? What do you expect for the near term, I suppose, the next few years?
If the government continues with the current kind of a policy landscape and does not announce these ad hoc measures like imposition of safeguard duties or capping the tariffs, unless these kinds of measures are not imposed, and we have seen that in the current policy landscape, the solar is like flourishing. I think that's the momentum we need to keep building.
Jan Masni is from Leone. Now, Jan, what can you tell me about Leone's business activities here in India?
So we have been already for a while in India with the PV production and specifically with the cables. And we have started with the junction box production for the local manufacturers, I think 3 years ago. And today we are taking I would say a very important part of the market segment in the PV industry. So the market is definitely one of the very important for Leone, and we enjoy being here.
And there are quality challenges here, like with any market, but some of them might be unique. What can you tell me about some of the unique quality challenges that face PV components here in India?
I would say the major issue here in India is the accelerated aging due to the weather conditions and the general climate, which is quite aggressive in India. And this basically brings us to the situation that all the quality issues or all the weak points of the quality are showing up much faster than in any other regions in the world. The people are not always following the instructions how they really should use the cable. Sometimes they are, for example, using the cable underground, which is generally not allowed for the string cables. And I would say the key point is to keep educating the market and the installers to understand what are the crucial factors for keeping the quality high.